Let's talk Reach. Halo Reach is one of the games that defined a generation, and for every gamer that had the privilege of playing it at the time, you know exactly what I mean. Despite what you may think, it's not the gameplay, the killer forge mode, or the multiplayer that makes Halo Reach stick out so much to me and many others. It's the amazing story. This is an analysis of why the tragic stoic campaign of Halo Reach hits us so hard, and what we can learn from it. You enter Halo Reach's campaign as Noble 6, a new addition to the Spartan elite team. What unfolds is true camaraderie and bonding between a military unit that's undergoing massive pressure and stress. After all, they're trying to defend Reach from the alien Covenant forces who want to annihilate all human presence on the planet. Although the team is slightly skeptical of your addition at first, eventually you earn your place on Noble Team. One of the best parts of the story is the characters. Each member of Noble Team has a distinct personality. You can really feel them coming through the screen and impacting you. It's a very, very well written narrative. And most importantly, the camaraderie feels actually genuine for what you'd expect of a military unit in this position. Tragedy brings them closer, and they even use dark humor to get through difficult circumstances. Tragically, one by one, Noble Team sacrifices itself in the defense of Reach and their fellow team members. I can even remember myself screaming in frustration as members like Kat and George die tragically and unexpectedly in the campaign. Each individual team member's sacrifice deserves its own video, but I'm going to zoom out here and focus on the narrative as a whole. Eventually, you are alone. You're in the final mission and you are stuck as Reach's final defender. The legendary objective of the last mission, Lone Wolf, reads Survive. This is as you attempt to hold off increasingly massive waves of Covenant forces that eventually will kill you. At the end, Reach is lost and you die defending it. So, is Halo Reach's story about nihilism? Is it just a doomer's interpretation of there's nothing we can do and all is lost?
You didn't answer my question.
You want to know if we're losing?
I know we're losing. I want to know if we've lost.
Actually, I think Reach is trying to tell us something entirely different. The exact opposite of what a nihilist would say. Although Reach is ultimately lost, including almost the entirety of Noble Team with it, the sacrifices that you and the team make are not in vain. Each individual sacrifice was for some good, whether for the rest of the team to live and fight another day, to save civilians, or to give a last glimmer of hope that Reach can be saved. It is this noble sacrifice that speaks out to us so boldly in the face of overwhelming odds and the ultimate certainty of death. Reach's campaign teaches us to hope beyond a reasonable chance of hoping. I think every player in that final mission was still holding on to some glimmer that yes, you can still hold Reach, you can still save it, even if it seems impossible. If I just kill a few more grunts and elites, maybe there's a chance I can turn the tide. Obviously, this isn't what happens, but it's that idea of hope that's so powerful to us as players in Reach, desperately grasping an increasingly fading glimmer that maybe you can save this planet that you've grown to love through this campaign, and a planet that you've seen your friends sacrifice and die for. Ultimately, these sacrifices did not save Reach. The objective that you thought you were going for was not achieved, but they did allow the Pillar of Autumn to escape. They allowed for that glimmer of hope to defeat the Covenant and save humanity to remain, a hope that would be fulfilled in the other titles by Master Chief. I think Reach is trying to tell us as men to keep fighting, keep persevering, even in the face of insurmountable odds and the inevitable fate of death that we all will receive one day. It still is important to fight, to persevere, and to try again and again and again. Even if you know that you will still end up dead anyway, it's the actions that we take getting there that's important. It's the journey, not the destination, that defines our character, our resolve, and how we are to be judged. We're all going to die one day.
That's a one-way trip.
We all make it sooner or later. Don't deny me this. Tell him to make it count.
And it's the actions that we take now, in spite of this overwhelming and inevitable fact, that define us as human beings. And it's the actions that Noble Team took that allow us to admire them so greatly. Even if it's just a story in a video game, it still speaks to us and inspires us to move and act in the world with nobility, honor, and courage. And that's what makes this story so amazing. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and love talking about these topics as much as I do. If you do, please leave a comment. I want to hear what your thoughts are on this video essay. And I also want to see you subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. Tell me why. Tell me why you don't like my opinions. Here at Credenzio Studios, we're actually working on a game of our own called Lionhearts, and it needs your support. We've set up a Kickstarter page, and you can already wishlist the page on Steam. It's an incredible medieval MMORPG like you've never seen, allowing you to experience true knightly virtue like no other game. And in this world, you're going to be able to do things that no other game has allowed you to do, and it's going to allow you to access true player freedom. So please consider supporting us. We're an indie studio, and we need all the help we can get to get this game to market. We're going to keep making videos like these, and we appreciate all your guys' support.